like at the very most, they're gonna come here. I'll know to pull here and here. So I'll have the defensive strat on that. And if they come and they come in here, again, we'll adapt. We'll adapt to how that's gonna go down. Make sure everyone's moving out. This area is gonna be totally abandoned. Actually, we're kind of guaranteed to get through. Fuck. This path here screws me for that. Maybe I am looking at this the wrong way. It's possible I'm drunk with power. It's possible I don't need to fly anywhere at all. It's possible that Pancho is right where he needs to be, as he always planned he would be. This introduces so much indecision for me. If I've only got like 2 squares to fucking choose from, it's like, oh, it's clear that I need to go this way because I look how much I can get done in one turn. But now that the options have opened up so much, I'm like, oh, Jesus, how do I even start in terms of estimating what he can get done now? I almost want to rush over here, take this town, or if this one's as weak as they say, why am I not just bop? Like, let's just do this. Maybe this is the best strat here, just hammer this place as quickly as possible. Although, my people are dying from disease and starvation. Oh, you mortals and your limitations. Come on. This is nothing. Against 2 places where I really can't have any extended campaigning. I think if I stop here for 1 turn, they'll stop starving, right? I really haven't played around enough to know how this is going to behave with the starvation in mind. So I'm going to move over here. We'll observe. Hopefully some of the disease will disappear. How close are we to getting there? Maybe another 4 months away. Because I'm trying to get that gift of health or whatever the hell it's called. Another spell I haven't really worked with, but my hope is that it's going to cure these diseases. So we'll experiment with that as we go. Okay, so I think this is the move. I think taking this town right away is the fastest. Really, either of these. If I move here and they're like, oh shit, and they move across, then boom, then I've got this one. So I think I've got a good amount of play into both of these. I see no troops at all in these areas. I'm gonna move to here. Actually, I'll move here. I don't really see any way. Actually, I'm gonna move here because this is the one. This is the spot that could break the plan, is if there's somebody hidden here. I can see that along the back of this for at least 1 turn of response time. Unless they come out of here to here, but that's a different story. These areas are very clear. We can tell we've got at least 1 turn of delay before they can reinforce this castle. I don't know for this one. This one, I gotta check this spot, so we'll do that. Checking that, gonna move on here. You're... Actually, now that you're not moving, you're not needed at all. You're gonna marshal some men for me. Move up to here. Over here, we're going to just bring a reinforcement to our shield wall. You're coming down this way. You've got as many as you can, and you're gonna recruit more. I'm just gonna break this down a little bit more here into. Bring a couple extra archers. You're going to come up here, you're going to grab these troops, you're going to push this way and join us here to reinforce. I'd love to stomp into this one, but I have no idea how much supplies they're going to give. I need to at least try to understand how this how the disease works, because these guys are just getting ruined, and I need to do something about that real bad here. Okay, so there's that. There's this. That's not enough for everybody, but the small force can move in. It's actually going to provide decent protection to both areas, and then I can push out if needed. Okay, I feel good about that. I feel good about the situation here. You got more men than I thought you did, actually. That's good. You're sneaking. You're just chilling. What can you do? You can probably do like a ritual or something, right? Maybe summon more trolls. Contact Forest Giant. Hill Giant, okay. King's Court. Do I not have any? I don't have anything that increases your nature magic. This one, the Moonvine Bracelet. 3 nature, 1 arcane. As a matter of fact, we've got one right here. Don't you go anywhere just yet. Yeah, let's quickly whip up one of these. No, this is short-sighted. I'm not gonna worry about it. You're gonna chill. You're gonna research, and we're gonna move on. Actually, before we move on, just gonna kit you out for a little bit of research. Okay, good, done. That, you're defending and I'm happy there. You are hiding and I want you to push in this way. You're in a good spot. Just stay alive. I'm never gonna get this break. I'm always so unsure what to do with this guy. He seems like his talents are best used for making shit. I think I'm just gonna keep making spirit helmets if I can, which I can't. So I think I'm just gonna make Starshine. I don't have that many Masters of the Way. Oh, these are Astral? Yeah, I'm using Astral for those. I'm gonna deck these guys out with living water when they're back. That's something I should have done 100 years ago. Actually, I'm gonna deck you out with that as well. And yeah, what the hell? I'll deck you out with some nature magic or some water magic just for good luck. And I'll give you a sword. And a helmet of fear, because we like each other, right? Oh no, you've got Iron's face already. Cool, I prefer that. Ring of Regen? No, I think we're happy. Actually, you know what? You only need 1 ice to use the Frozen Heart. So I'm gonna give you Regen. Okay. And she will be powerful, or whatever. She'll probably never see combat, but at least she'll be safe, hopefully. You're just gonna research, right? Surely you'll just research. Take that off of you for now, because you don't need to do much. Okay. But you know what, we've got so many of these, why bother unequipping them? Research. Never healing wound. Brutal. You. Oh, a newcomer. How is this wall doing? Did I check that? Walls are damaged. Walls are damaged. These turns start to blend together for me, man. Like, I keep forgetting what just happened, and I keep just being unsure. Because now that it just takes so long, I'm like trying to recall what the start of the turn looked like before I moved all this shit. You're just happily defending. You're just happy they're looking. You're just chilling. You're just holding on tight. And that's the turn. Alright. Just a quick review, and then I'm going to take a break. Right now we've got two major movements going. We've got, well, how many major movements we've got? Actually, 3 and a couple of people. Yeah, we've got these movements here, moving to break this siege. Should be fine. Tons of archers. And moving into a group of lots of footmen, so this should be a strong fight there. Here we're moving the god Pancho, the celestial general, is moving across the battlefield to one of his castles, hopefully defeat his men. I have no idea how long they need to eat, but they're going to be there because they've got a flying ship, because it's hilarious and awesome. Oops, don't give that away. But this is freaking hilarious. It's a tiny ship, grows and shrinks when it's needed, and it just flies. It's just a boat that flies. So we're just literally kicking it across here, if you could imagine, in a huge flying boat. The remnants of our forces, which cannot fly with us, are just going to move to the castle here. They will be a very formidable defense alongside the existing troops there. Lots of magic, lots of mythical beasts, tons of power, just in case these troops try to threaten me making a palisade here. Got a useless general here moving up to do some recruiting. He's probably going to be just chilling for a while up there. Same idea here. These guys are going to be competing to pick up reinforcements, so I don't expect either of them to move in a short amount of time, but they're there. The flexibility exists to move those troops. These guys are coming here. They're going to reinforce this area as well, although now that I see it, I don't think actually they need to do that. The boat changes things. I'm going to go here, and then we'll come up with a decision. 2 turns later, so much can change. So he'll push up to there, and I'm not committed to where he's going. He might actually turn back and pick up more troops and do other shit. That's the big one. We've still got this pincer attack that's in motion here. Here, next turn we'll have both of these guys moving up, and we'll pincer this and hopefully break the siege there. The wall is damaged, gives me no indication of how long. I have no idea. I think that's the main gist of what's happening. I don't see anything that I missed. A couple of scouts moving around. We've got spies. I'm wary of this tile moving here. I'm curious about how these battles are going, actually. I'm just going to move here. I'm going to move here, just to keep an eye on this area and see, because this whole zone here is very important for the development of the next couple of turns, because this solidifies the success of my push. I finished pushing this whole area here, pushed into there and there, having finished taking this and building this. So now I have this really strong wall of fortifications coming. Not to mention this force here, which its whole point is to come in here and be prepared to strike at either one of these, because it's hilarious. Like, I didn't even think about how powerful this boat was going to be, but now I'm literally in striking range of all of these castles. So I move here, he panics, comes this way, and I go right to where he was, and it's just a wreckage, because he's so powerful and he's got so much shit beside him. The one thing I might want to do is make sure that his priorities are good. That might be the last thing to do here, because he's going to go into combat eventually, and I need him to be fighting as his own god. He's got 5 gems left, 5 earth gems. So I'd be happy to cast Living Air. I could do both, actually. I could just pump out a huge defense. I'm going to start with Living Earth. Conservative gem usage. Like, that's not a good way to start a fight like this. If you're against this guy, he's right in the